camera. Is it running?
It's been going off, but he's told me to do it every 20 minutes, so.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Don't give it to the camera, T.
I have quite a few people. I'll take the count later. That was ringing all the time. People joining us online. I'm sorry. Thank you, Michael.
Oh, look how pretty.
Is that beautiful?
Beautiful.
Is that beautiful?
Yeah.
Oh, you cut it this way instead of
Yeah,
this
he
way.
got it for me.
That's good.
That's okay.
I thought both ways you wanted.
That's sure. It's okay. Don't worry
We're
about it.
practicing.
But this is interesting. You know, I would actually make like a tree out of it. See, I would stick cilantro into it.
Yeah, you can be creative with this.
Absolutely. And look how beautiful this is, right? And a couple of slices of lime. Twist them or make a flower out of lime.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And this is it. And we're ready to enjoy them.
Well, I would like to.
Yeah, kids. I want the kids to show it to the camera.
Thank you.
Can they come close?
She's a
Thank you,
natural.
Audrey.
I like the way she handles it. She
Look
looks
at
like
that.
She said
They take
Don't
after
spill
their
it.
She
money.
takes charge and she's like really.
Yeah.
Keep to
All
it.
right. Guys, do you see it?
She's amazing. The way she
I think
keeps
it's better than mine.
Hi there. Okay.
The way she handles it.
This is so
Dr.
silly.
Dolly, we're not cutting both ways? We are, right?
Both ways, of course. We're
Yeah,
making
say
little
so.
squares there. Yes. We're cutting first. Yeah. Yeah. You're cutting first this way and then this way. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful this is. Huh?
It's
All right.
easier to eat it with a spoon.
Here you go. Here you go.
When can we eat it?
Yeah. Right now. Right now. Enjoy
I'm
yourself.
afraid to sit,
Enjoy
overstep my
yourself.
grounds
That's
here.
how we always
But
do
not
it.
the pit.
That's how
That's
we
what it's
always
all
do it.
about,
We make it and we eat it. And we enjoy ourselves. Right? Okay. So,
You want some, Meg?
Heritage
Some-
that Janet should have been here.
I don't know what he likes. You want some fruit?
Should have brought Steve.
Yeah.
You want to taste it?
Steven would be good.
She's in bed, icing.
This is papaya. He doesn't like it? You want to try
It's
it?
like a
You
cooking
just want the
class.
mango.
oh,
There's mango.
okay. I'm gonna take this on the side.
Never
better
eat
for you.
avocado straight, you know?
You can eat it with whatever you like,
That's right.
as long as you enjoy yourself. There's no
I am
rules.
enjoying
My
it.
mom wants me
Good.
to eat chips.
I really like it. And you can make this all
No,
year.
the
Absolutely. And when you make it all year, you can put other stuff into it.
Yeah.
My thing is cilantro. With
That's
me,
the word, eh?
salsa without cilantro is not a salsa. I'm not much for hot peppers, for jalapeno peppers. And generally what I do when my son David comes to my house, who could eat hot peppers like I would eat chocolates, I just put some jalapeno peppers on the plate next to him and say, enjoy yourselves.
And then, Sophie, could you pass
But
the mango?
other than that, I put lots of other
I
stuff.
have to say that I'm not an avocado eater, but it's very good.
It is. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like it, Michael. It is. It
Nana, do
is.
you want to show them?
All right.
Nana, do you want to
All right, people, enjoy yourselves. And please, as you are enjoying yourselves,
Yes, remember,
remember
love, joy,
to share
courage,
with
and
us
serenity.
and the magic of kindness. So I'm gonna show it to the camera, please. Not to me, over there, to the camera. You see that camera over there?
Let me see.
Oh, that's
Wow.
wonderful.
Show it to the camera.
Look at
Can
that.
you show yourself?
First prize.
Let me see.
No, because
Or
again, you can't
Nice.
eat matzah.
Could you show yourself?
First of all, you can't eat matzah before Passover. You know that, right? Right after Purim, before
You
Passover,
show
you're
your-
not eating matzah. So there, that's gorgeous. All right, so I'm gonna start off this sharing about an act of kindness by telling you not about my act of kindness, but again, my father passed 3 days before Passover. And we had to go to Philadelphia for the funeral. We came back, and as I came back, the first thing that happened, of course, was that the children, my son, my daughter-in-law, they said, well, we're taking you for Pesach, you're not doing Pesach at home, you're going to be with us. And let me tell you that grandchildren are the best grief therapy.
Yes, they are.
The best. 4 grandchildren running around is the best grief therapy. But then, when we came home, before we went there to our son's house, for Passover, I still had 2 days of Shiva, and the first thing that waited for me when we came home was a huge, I cannot even call it Shiva basket. Some people in our shul remember that I love sushi, that I love not only making sushi, but I just happen to love sushi. You cannot imagine, it would not, that whole thing that consisted of 6 huge platters of different kinds of sushi, sashimi, you name it. It was larger than this table, I can tell you.
What's
Right.
synagogue do you go to?
We go to Chabad of South Beach because that's where we live,
Right,
all right? Rabbi Shagi Man.
and where is it?
It's on Meridian and 4th on
Okay.
South Beach, on Miami Beach. South of us is already Cuba,
Yeah, I know.
okay? You know, we're American.
I know the
right?
beach, yeah.
And then what happened, even
What?
though we were not home for Pesach, but we still have to kosher the house and kosher the kitchen for Pesach. And we haven't done anything, obviously, because of what happened. So one of the young people from the shul who just came to do a Shiva call to express his condolences, he realized what was going on. And he stepped in, and with my husband, they worked till 2 o'clock in the morning, and they did my entire kitchen. Now, I was not even supposed to do anything, the rabbi said. I sat there on the low chair saying this here, this here, this here, this here. And that young man, Robbie, together, Ruvain, together with my husband, they did the whole thing. Now, to me, this is the act of kindness that I will never, never, never forget. People supporting me, people
That was
being
beautiful.
there
That's
with
very
me.
nice.
That was absolutely
Very
beautiful. Yeah. Now, to you, Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Ooh, and I really need a moment
Don't
for
tell
this.
me that you have never in your life done an act of kindness. Even something small.
Did
Something
you
that-
open a door for somebody?
You look like a very kind
Ah.
person. Yes, did you open the door? That's a great question.
Well, sure, I would always open the door. I hope for some, but I do need a moment. I can't think of a thing right now.
I can think of a thing. You brought your mother here.
That's an act of kindness.
That is an act of kindness, right, Regina? You didn't even know what he
His
was
mother?
getting you into,
Really?
right?
Yeah,
And you brought her
I didn't-
here. That is an act of kindness. Regina, are you happy that your son brought you here?
Yes, I am.
So you see?
You
That's-
guys live together?
No.
Oh,
Now you see? You see? And that is what magic of kindness is. Making you feel pleasure because you made someone happy.
Or
Yeah, he
somebody
did
made
another
us
one
happy?
shortly. He brought me to
I don't
the
know.
JCC to do exercise. So now I will never do it. He pushed me to it. So that was kind for me.
Do you see? Do you see, Michael? Right. Regina, tell us about some. Hey there. Hello. Tell us about an act of kindness, please, that
Oh,
you did.
An act of kindness. I like that. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I feel like I am a kind person. I don't know.
Yeah. But it could be the smallest thing. The smallest thing that you have done for someone that will make you feel that you could connect back to that moment and say, yes, I am a kind person. And this
I am
moment
a kind
proves
person,
it.
even though I forgot it lately. Though.
Okay, so that's why we're doing it here. We're remembering it.
Right.
So, what have you done that was kind?
I don't know. It's being in the past, I suppose. I can't think of one.
Oh, this is hard. This is hard, right?
Because you don't want to put yourself on the spot and say, I did this.
I did this.
I
Right?
know,
know,
but
right?
it-
Yeah, it's easier to think about someone.
Yeah, you told us something that someone else
that
did.
someone
Yeah.
else
Much
did.
You even
easier.
mentioned somebody who did it for you. You that too.
You're so right.
Right.
Because, all right, because
I don't want to brag about
guys,
that.
it's-
Right?
we're recording and there
Am
are
I
people
right to
here
say
also.
that?
I just wanted to give tribute. It was very important to me to give tribute. I guess again, all I can think today is think about my father. I early retired because my father needed me.
What day did he pass away?
Today, 2 years
Oh,
ago.
today.
Yes.
And my mother was yesterday. She was on the 10th.
Okay. And my father on the 11th, on the Rebbe's birthday. Yeah.
They were close.
Yeah. So I retired 2.5 years earlier than the age of retirement because I don't know, I wouldn't even think of it as the act of kindness. To me, it was such an obvious thing. You know, who else would take care of my father if not I? And I took care of him.
You don't have any brothers or sisters?
My brother's in New York. My only
Like
brother's
I-
in New
like I
York.
was, like me.
Yeah.
My mother was.
Yeah, my son took a great part in it, but he's in Boston. My older son, he's in Boston, so you know he came here several times. But
He's a favorite.
it's not because you know, it's not because I had to, but because
those
I
are onions.
considered it a great privilege, and even today, I'm remembering it not as a sacrifice. Yes, it is an act of kindness, because you know people said, okay. You know, why didn't you put him in a facility where you could come visit him, but someone else would
Like me.
change him and wash him and, you know, do all the things that are necessary and be the coordinator of his doctor's appointments and be a chauffeur for him and an interpreter as well. He didn't speak English, so, yeah. But, and he couldn't hear, he couldn't see, so I was his eyes, I was his ears, I was, he was 87.
That's why you needed, like me, I needed a sister, which I didn't have.
Uh-huh, right.
You need a sister.
Yeah, well.
It was hard.
I don't know, but to me, even today, I remember it not as an obligation, not as something I
Right.
had to do, but as something that I was privileged to do.
I absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you
for having
so
me.
much for
Eat
being
and run.
here. Thank you. Let me just make sure
No,
that I
to-
have your
I have
correct
to do my act of
email.
kindness.
Yes. This is
Don't we have to?
MSAWOH. Is this choo-choo?
No, WOHL.
Oh, that's an L2 and AOL.
Wall.
Wall. W-O-L, not AOL.
WOHL. Wall.
No, I'm saying at, like the server, AOL. Thank you so much for being here. Boshim Frederick Pesach to you. All right, so now I told you what I did. All right, now you can start with I. Rebbetzin, I. What have you, do the I thing. What did you do? Tell us about an act of kindness, please.
I have a hard time thinking about
I know, it's hard. It was
It's
hard
hard.
for me too. It was hard. It was hard.
Remember one thing.
Yes.
Love, joy,
Take us a hand out.
and serenity.
Yes, love, joy, courage, and serenity. Thank you. Bye. Right? Audrey.
I'm thinking. I do acts of kindness all the time.
Yeah.
I know, we all do those little, that's what I'm saying. You were not here the first time also when we started with the very first activity when we said, smile. Smile. The contraction of these facial muscles, whether you feel like smiling or not, sends a surge of serotonin into your brain. And you feel happier even if something was happening that made you not so happy, put it that way. So yes, absolutely. Oh, so wonderful, so neat. We do those little things, smiling at a person who is not having the best of days is a wonderful thing. So please tell us.
I'm thinking.
Yes. Think. I don't want to big pauses here, so okay. I was gonna give you a homework, but I think we're gonna switch things places because I see that you guys are having an issue. That's fine. That is why on this handout I'm telling you if you have an issue saying things in public, I understand it.
No, I don't.
Many people. No, but things like that. I did this. It feels like bragging, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I did this,
You're
I
not
did that.
supposed to brag.
This is not bragging.
I know.
now. You know, like when they ask for pledges, they always say, the rabbis say, that it's better to announce the name of the person who is pledging a donation than say an anonymous donation. You know why? No? It's not bragging. Because when they hear that there's actually a person and they know who the person is, they're motivated to contribute. Well, that's why I said what I do. But anyway, I'm going to switch them places. We're very flexible here. We can do whatever we do. So I was going to give you a homework for next month to recall at least one instance when you controlled an impulse.
When you control.
An impulse.
I'm not eating that piece of cake
Exactly. That kind of a thing.
at the moment. At
And-
the moment.
At the moment, that's good. Or overcoming a desire to eat that piece of cake.
Right.
Or refraining from saying something that might have upset someone or be not
Right.
so nice to that person. How about we do that now on the spot?
Well, I'm known for putting my foot in my mouth.
Okay, go. Put it. Tell us when you control that. We want to know the instance when you control that.
That's what I do.
Uh-huh. But we want to know a specific instance.
Oh,
It's very important to relive, recall, connect, and relive specific instances. Even if you don't say it out loud in front of other people and have the world, it helps you to reconnect with those instances that gives you pleasure. Your brain is a very, very powerful machine. And neurotransmitters are amazing. This is the magic of our brain. You reconnect with something that gives you pleasure, satisfaction, joy, and you immediately feel better no matter what's happening. Okay, I gave you a
I'm
breather
thinking.
I gave you a breather to remember. Yeah? Yeah?
I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
I'm waiting for the waves to come.
Oh. You really have to go online and see one of those posts when I have those waves coming into a brain. Yeah. That your brain is a factory of joy if you let it be. Because if you don't let it be a factory of joy, then Has v'Shalom becomes a factory of misery.
That's right.
You know, it's whatever you fill it with.
You shouldn't feel sorry for yourself.
No, no,
I'm just
no,
saying,
no.
if you don't, because there are always
Yeah.
people worse than you are.
Worse off than you are.
Right.
People are people, nobody is
Right.
worse off than you are. Yeah. Yes, so, okay, people, that you can say. When did you, Regina, can you recall a moment in your life when you controlled an impulse to do something? Even like Audrey said, not to eat that piece of
All the
cake.
time.
All the time? Give us one. Give us one. You need to connect with one, not all the time. One specific one.
I don't know. It just things come to my head and I just say whatever is in my mind, and sometimes I can control myself and
Thank you.
Right. Yeah, you have to blurt it out,
and then I
right?
go, oops, yeah,
Oops.
I shouldn't
It
have
always
done
put me in trouble. I
that.
should've
That's why you
said
have to
that.
go like this.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. Exactly, right? All right. So, we're going to conclude today, unless there's something else that you want to discuss and you want to share, to say that it's really very important. The act of kindness is really magic. For you to remember, recall, relive, and connect to it. To say, hey, I am a wonderful person because I did that. So you don't tell me, don't let anybody put you down, and don't let the circumstances put you down, because you are a wonderful person. Right? So you can always, as it says in this handout, please take the handout. It has my email address. It has both blogs, how to get in touch with me, both on the kitchen blog, Cool Kosher Kitchen, and the Lasting Joy Club. The video will be posted hopefully before Pesach if I make it.
Well,
Right,
that
if
has to
not,
be quick